What's shaking, YouTubeites? Welcome in. It is Thursday. We are here to talk about Shakers, the rarest and most surprising sales of the week. But before we get started, roundtable. Marty, how's it going?
Greetings and salutations, geeks, geekettes, YouTubeites. Welcome to another Thursday Shaker show. Man, I was taking a look at this list before we came on, and the thing I love about the Shakers, just like you said, Laura, just these obscure finds, things that people don't typically look at, that's not really mainstream or anything within that nature. And then you have some of those in there as well, but it's fun. It's fun to check out what people are buying out there, and you learn a little something, don't we?
Your dog is laying kind of sexy in the background. Got the
That's
leg
Oliver.
pop.
Yeah, he should be on Play Dog.
Right. Look how he's laying. He has like his ass popped. I love it.
It's like an OnlyFans account right there.
Hate me like one of your English bulldogs.
Oh no.
Gabe, how's it going? I was telling them backstage, you look so dressed up and handsome.
I had to dress up for it's Thursday, right? It's we dress up on Thursday for the Shaker show. It's better than Christmas sweaters. No. I hope everybody had a good time last week. We were talking in the green room before we started. It was cool to have Anthony on. We were talking comics during the Shaker show. I wonder if anybody read God Country or if anybody read Next Wave. We were kind of gave people a little bit of a homework, see if that went anywhere. But yeah, the Shaker show, just like what Marty said, man. The coolest part is learning something new, seeing these old forgotten books get unearthed out as a random sale. Like, oh, this book hasn't sold in like 6 years, and here's this really cool sale. So that's what the show's all about. And you want to stick around for the end of the show where we do the Shakers list, where we just run through what's shaking and all the cool stuff that we get to talk about. Cool comics, war comics, crime comics. That's the best part. Today's a great day. Today is a great day, everybody. I'm sore.
Best day of the week, right?
Let's do it.
Hey, Ed, they give you some love real quick. Yeah, we're live. We're going to find out if anybody read God Country for you.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys read it?
No, I didn't read it.
They're going to, though. They're going to.
Yes, okay. Yes, we're going to.
Person coming to the top
here's the thing, too. I got to admit, I just finished the last season, this last fourth season of The Witcher. And that's been out for quite some time as well, and so I'm still catching up on a lot of things. But yes, it is on my list, Ant.
Yeah, I get to it in good time. I like that. That's good. When you're ready for it.
Yeah. All right, let's dive right in, guys. If you were just hopping in again, welcome to the Shaker Show. We are going to be talking about the rarest and most surprising sales this week. Marty, you're going to kick us off. What do we have for Shaker number one?
Yeah, let me get my eyes on real quick, and then we're going to read. Look at this. Batman number one. Jorge Jimenez, blind bag gold foil, 1 in 1,000 ratio, DC 2025. So this is a new one. The recent Batman number one, blind as a bat. Blind bag contains one random foil variant cover with chase variants inserted at specific ratios. The rarest variant has ratios of 1 in 500 Jim Lee and a 1 in 1,000 Jorge Jimenez. One lucky customer managed to get one of these 1 in 1,000 gold variants in a 9.8. This is one of the rare exceptions to the diminishing return ratios. Much to the chagrin of many collectors, high-level ratios rarely follow the lower ratio value proposition. At a 1 in 10 is about a $10, and a 1 in 25 is about $25, and so on. When variants reach 1 in 100 and above, the values don't always scale for the scarcity. This could spell out good or bad news for comic retailers. The good news is that blind bags add a level of chance and gambling in the same way that trading cards have become so popular. The downside is how this would change the order, buying, and reading of comic books. This may force retailers to change their approach to how they order and sell blind bag comics. For more of this and what comic shop adaptations might look like, see our coverage of the Daredevil blind bag announcement. Recently, a CGC 9.8 sold for $1,750. Wow. That is so interesting. I can't talk on what the read says as far as how it will affect the retailers. Absolutely, probably up to you and Gabe. Probably speak intelligently on that.
Yeah, I'll weigh in a little bit here. So blind bags definitely bring that trading card style excitement, but it is challenging for retailers. You have to figure out order quantities, customer expectations, and even how the books are sold or opened in store. They're all going to shift as publishers lean into this model. It'll be interesting to see how shops adapt, especially with more blind bag programs like Daredevil on the horizon.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Gabe?
This is a fun cover. It's cool. Yeah, the whole blind bag thing, it is what it is. It's here for now until it gets milked dry and everybody gets tired of it. But it is what it is right now. It's a huge draw for people right now. I mean, Lando loves blind bags. He always buys a stack of them, and people have a good time opening them. And hopefully, you get the cool chase book that you're looking for and stuff like that. But it does cause problems. I mean, we had that with Mark Spears, where people on Whatnot were opening them when they weren't supposed to. Stores are selling them when they weren't supposed to. A lot of people lost their accounts. So it's strange how these things cause so much good in the industry for the moment temporarily, and then how much trouble they cause at the same time too. So
yeah, we'll have to just kind of wait and see how the stores adapt, how the market adapts. But yeah.
And then even weird things too, where you get a blind bags and it's like the same cover. You know, there's a weird like sorting whether it's done through the publisher or through the distributor, like a weird sorting thing where people will get like a stack and it'll be all the same comic inside of it too. So there's a lot of weird stuff. It's an interesting time, everybody. Collect what you love, love what you collect.
Agreed. I think that you said that. I think you're saying a lot of what people are saying out in the market too.
Yeah.
So
Really
shake number one. Batman number 1, Jorge Jimenez, blind bag gold foil 1 in 1,000 from DC 2025. Top sale 9.8, $1,750. Let's keep cruising. Gabe, what do we have for shaker number 2?
All right, number 2. Check this out. This is 8-Ball number 7 from a little indie publisher called Fantagraphics back in 1996. Wow. So Daniel Klaus is an avid creator with a distinct style, leading his vision to the counterculture movements of the late 80s and 90s. His seminal work, 8-Ball, was where he refined that style and took it to new levels. Now, the majority of the 8-Ball run was an anthology black and white series with a variety of dubious stories. But with issue number 19, Klaus went full color. Never go full color, everybody. Along with singular stories that collectors could follow. What makes this issue coveted by collectors, however, is due to some of his other works. Ghostworld was one of America's first comics to be viewed through a literary lens and sold in bookstores as a graphic novel. This is a major deal in publishing comics This is a major deal in pushing comics towards something more than just funny paper. Ghostworld was originally serialized in this comic from issues 11 through 18, making it quite the collectible stretch for Daniel Klaus fans. Recently, a CGC 9.8 copy and one of 5 on the census hit the market and sold for $335.
Whew.
A nice jump from the previous high of $275 this year, with raw copies hovering around the $15 to $20 mark. This is a major investment in the 8-Ball series.
Wow.
So which one is it that we're talking about? 17? Okay, because the notes said 18, 19. There's a bunch of numbers thrown in there, so I wasn't sure what was what.
There's actually more to this cover that you don't see here if you're watching this. But you can actually see the full cover on the CovrPrice page, right? And you see there's a naked woman in the bar too.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Where's that image? I don't see it.
If you click on the link in the show notes, it brings it up.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, we're missing out, guys. have to check that out too. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, cool. Interesting. It's something different. I like this, and I remember this stuff. Eightball. It was a funny read too. It was interesting. It's really off key, if you will.
Yeah, Daniel Klaus is just one of those underground indie hoity-toity collectors or like creators. Like he does a lot of cool, strange books. I love his clean art style, like very clean lines and stuff. Like I've read his Death Ray book, which is about a guy who gets superpowers from smoking cigarettes. And like Wilson, which was just about this really just terrible person in his life and things like that. But him and Shia LaBeouf had they were butting heads for a while. Shia LaBeouf made like a short film about 10 years ago or so, if I remember correctly. And it was quote unquote an original idea from Shia LaBeouf, but it was like an exact ripoff, like dialogue and everything of one of Daniel Klaus's books.
Wow.
So there was a big thing going on there. Shia LaBeouf even did like skywriting as an apology. Like he wrote an apology in skywriting that said like, "I'm sorry, Daniel Klaus."
I've never heard about this. I'm going to look it up. Hollywood drama.
Crazy, interesting story stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and considering the raw copies are still sitting in the $15 to $20 range, I think that the upside on the high grade sales or grade slabs is pretty remarkable. Kind of like what you were saying, Gabe. It's one of those sleeper segments of the indie market that you'll be rewarded for if people are patient and recognize the long-term significance of a title like this.
I was wondering what's significant about number 17 though, because that's like the middle of the
number 17
storyline. So I wonder if anybody knows. Like I've never read Ghostworld. I've seen the movie. I wonder what's so special about 17 in particular.
Yeah, we would have thought it was 19 that we'd be talking about, but there you go. All right, Shaker number 2, 8-ball number 17, Fantagraphics 1996, a 9.8, coming in at an impressive $335. All right, Marty, what do you have for Shaker number 3?
Number 3, wow, Godzilla in Hell number 4, subscription variant IDW. This is in 2015. The 2015 series Godzilla in Hell from IDW was a wild ride for Godzilla fans. The series featured a new creative team for each of the 5 issues, with creators such as James Stokoe, Bob Eggleton, and Brandon Seifert, among many others. The story featured, I sure hope I didn't butcher their names. The story featured everyone's favorite 300-foot monsters being dragged down to hell. Literally, Godzilla then had to fight demonic versions of his past enemies and new enemies while he tried to escape the many levels of hell. Wow. The series was a hit with fans, and many of the issues sold out quickly. Every issue in the series has also been a great seller on the aftermarket, with some covers selling for $50 plus raw. The most recent issue in the series to experience high sales is the subscription variant cover for issue number 4. This book sold for $500 for a CGC 9.8 on December 6th, setting a new all-time high. Keep your eyes peeled for issue in this series, as they are all on demand. Wow, interesting. From all the way from, I love this cover. This is a sick cover right here. I really enjoyed just the busyness, the vibrance of color. They did an amazing job with this.
I think I actually own a couple of these. I like how they design this. You have almost like an anthology like energy with each issue bringing a different creative team. I think that's a very cool way to present this title, and I'm not surprised that issue number 4 is hitting so high, because it's so hard to find high grade copies of this. You might be able to find them in back issue bins, maybe, but I think they disappear pretty fast.
This thing is rad. This whole story, I've only read issue 1 because that's the James Stokoe issue, and it's like literally like no words. It's basically just Godzilla falling through and landing in hell. But James Stokoe art is so incredible that it doesn't matter. I can stare at that thing all day. But this is such a crazy cover. I kind of want it painted on the side of my van, right over where it says "free candy," and just paint this over on it.
Oh, good Lord.
This is such a cool cover. The whole series, yeah. I mean, I feel like I wish I read the whole thing now because I only have that issue 1. But
I think I have all of them, Gabe.
Yeah.
I'll look. I think I have all of them.
Godzilla.
So cool.
Godzilla has some people love Godzilla the way that people love bacon. Like he has like a huge like following fan base.
What does that mean, Gabe?
Interesting analogy.
Yeah. You go to the buffet, you just get a plate of bacon, right?
You get it, okay.
Nobody
Yeah.
does that. Nobody goes to a buffet and gets a plate of bacon. That's crazy.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting off track. There we go. Yeah, very cool title, guys. If you were just I know that kind of went off the rails. Shaker number 3, Godzilla and Hell number 4. This is the subscription variant from IDW 2015, a 9.8 coming in at $500. And like Gabe was saying, if you can track these ones down in good condition, definitely worth picking up. What do we have for Shaker number 4? Marty. No,
That's me.
Marty.
It's
yes.
No, Gabe. Gabe.
Yeah.
It's Gabe.
It's Gabe. This is awesome.
You played the Jedi mind trick on me, Laura.
I know. I got you all messed up.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's me. What?
Gaslighting Marty. Just make him read
He's like, oh yeah.
You can just read everything.
Holy, she's the Sith.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Hey.
It's awesome. I just love the title of this shaker here. Shaker number 4, everybody. The History of Torture, number 1. This came out from Melmore and Damon Publishing in 1933. Published in 1933, this haunting, rare book has been sold several times since Cover Price started keeping track in 2021. But this year, 2 particular sales put it on the map for a lot of collectors. In September, a CGC graded 8.5 sold for $225, alongside a very fine raw copy that was exchanged for $70. Now, a few months later, a CGC graded 7.5 has traded hands for more than $500. Despite its dark subject matter, this comic book is a rather interesting piece of pulp culture, as it was given away at the 1933 Chicago World Fair at a torture chamber exhibit. Man, where's that time machine when I need it?
Right?
Wow. That is rad.
Wow.
That collection consisted of that collection consists of archival materials assembled by National Museum of American History curator William Lawrence Byrd, including advertising and trade literature, especially for department stores, with an emphasis on toys, catalogs, photographs, and slides, postcards, parade programs, design drawings, and correspondence consisting of 14 pages. The rare booklet details various means of torture throughout the years.
Yeah, only 14 pages. It's more of a historical artifact than a comic.
Yeah.
This is so
Well,
neat.
yeah, I was thinking the same. Why would this be considered a comic book, right? Especially 1933. You're talking about. I would see this more of a like the Reed said, a trade literature, I guess.
A booklet. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. This is history. I mean, 1933, a 7.5 from 1933, man, and it survived. I mean, weren't book burnings going around this time as well, especially over in Europe. I mean, it's
not so
history.
much book burnings, but there were a lot of like paper drives in World War II, like donations and stuff like that. And that's where a lot of this stuff went too. But this is like, God, but almost pre-Action Comics, right?
Right,
So,
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And man, this feels like it's a research book, kind of like the Anarchist Cookbook. You know, you want to torture somebody? Here's how they used to do it.
See, This is why the shaker's so cool. It's these fascinating oddities that we just forget about. And then seeing an 8.5 hit 225 and then a 7.5 jump to 500 just a few months later, like that shows how quickly the interest can just snowball.
I wonder how many copies the CIA has.
Right.
I just want to go. I just wonder what it was like at that Chicago World Fair in 1933, where there's a torture exhibit, and they're just handing out this pamphlet of just photographs and toys of just
yeah.
Like,
yeah, the chat's having fun with this one.
Wow, for it to survive at a 7.5 for that long, seriously, that's amazing.
I wonder if that VF copy, because it said originally that once sold, it was a CGC 8.5 sold for $225, as well as a VF copy that went for $70. I wonder if that 7.5 is that VF copy, because how many of these are out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if whoever bought that raw copy, sent it in to get graded, came back as a 7.5. And turn that $70 into $500.
Yeah, they're only have what two on the registry.
I'm not. Who knows? Who knows? It didn't say in the thing how much is on the census or whatever.
Yeah.
But again, one of those things where, like you've been saying, Marty, we say all the time. I love seeing these books that were not supposed to be here. Like this shouldn't be here. It should have been like thrown away, or just used up and fell apart, or donated in a paper drive, or maybe it did survive to the early 50s when they started doing comic book burnings and stuff like that. Like this isn't the kind of thing that you're supposed to keep. Like this is a pamphlet you look at and you go, wow, how cool! Look at all these torture toys, and then you throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's just cool to see something survive beyond its means.
Yeah, very, very cool. I agree with what the guy said. Oh my gosh, there's Brooklyn. Let's give this one to Ann. He'll love it.
So bad.
He loves me deep down. I know he does. Shaker number 4. History of Torture number 1. Melmore and Damon, 1993. A 7.5 coming in at $500. The guy said it already, but books like this don't surface often, and when they do, they just disappear. So very interesting comic history right here. What do we have for Shaker number 5, Marty?
Oh, yes. Number 5, Invincible number 2, Corey Walker. This is the regular cover by Image in 2003. Few folks are more accustomed to writing hit series that end up adapted to alternative media than Robert Kirkman. Known for a number of series such as The Walking Dead, Marvel Zombies, Void Rivals, and Transformers, Kirkman is a legend in the media world. Kirkman's Invincible series is one of the hottest IPs in the comic book industry currently, and it seems to show no signs of slowing down. With the animated Amazon Prime series spin-offs such as Battle Beast and low initial print runs on many issues, it's no surprise to see early issues of the series going for big numbers. This week, however, an extremely early issue of the series shook the market completely when a raw near mint copy of Invincible number 2 hit a new all-time high raw sale of $600, up $150 from its previous high of $450. This issue features numerous first appearances of notable characters within the series, such as Adam Eve, Rex Floyd, the Mauler twins, and others, making it major Invincible key. As mentioned earlier, many Invincible issues had lower print runs, and this one is no different, sporting an estimated print run of less than 9,000 copies. With comic and aftermarket sales, timing is everything, and there may not be a better time to be a seller of Invincible books, especially ones as scarce as these early issues. Man, this is so cool, man.
What do you think, though, Marty? If you're holding on to the early issues, is the timing on point, or would you hold?
I think the timing's on point because it could go either way. I mean, I don't think this is going to go down because this is an amazing franchise going on right now with this. And now they're, Battle Beast too, and they can do so much with this. I think having these earlier Invincible editions, if you have it, I mean, if you're a collector and you love this, keep it, hang on to this bad boy. But you know, you're gonna see an increase on the aftermarket for these.
Yeah, it's definitely become one of those one of the toughest modern runs to assemble in a high grade. So if you're holding on to them, but you're not a huge fan, yeah, probably a good time to sell. What do you think, Gabe?
This hurts me a lot because I had a 9.8 of this a long time ago, and I sold it when
Ooh.
the series came out for like maybe like $400 or something like that. But
That's not bad though, right? You
no,
still
it's not
make
bad.
money.
I paid like cover price for it. It was one, you know, I had the series. I paid like very little for it in the first place, so not that big of a deal. It's nice. It'd be nice to have $600 right now, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, or even more if it was graded 9.8 still. But no, you're right, Laura. This is one of those books that it's really a series run that's hard to get the single issues of, because it had a very strong fan base, but very small fan base, and it really kind of went under the radar for the longest time until the show came out, and now everybody loves it so much. And these issue twos is that issue 2 slump. You know, stores order less issue 2s than they do of issue 1s, because issue 1s, of course, you know, sell better. But and this is the one to have too. Besides number 1, this is the one to have. It has all the other major first appearance of characters. You know,
Yeah, it's a big one.
Explode and Adam Eve. Adam Eve is a longtime character in the whole series, right?
So, very much so. Yeah,
you know, that's the Mary Jane of this storyline. And then as you go along, I think the print ones still continue to get small and small and small, because it was just the fan base who was reading, especially after like issue 50 or something like that. The last issues are hard to find too. I only have like a couple issues left. Like I sold my run a long time ago as well when the show was coming out, but I kept some of like the controversial issues. I own a page of original art from one issue, and I have the copy of that issue for the original art that I own. But I love seeing Invincible blow up. Like I've loved the series for the longest time, and I'm just glad to see everybody else finding it and loving it and dropping a lot of money on these issues. It's great to see. That's great to see.
You know, also, Gabe, exactly what you said, man. But I also think what contributed to some of the low print runs around this time is I remember, because 2003, being deployed and everything, it's very hard. It was very hard to, you know, buy comic books, you know, whenever you were deployed out somewhere. And I know a lot of the fan base came from a lot of military guys too. So I think too, with a lot of what was going around this time, 2003, you know, you got a lot of people, you know, looking at different things back then. So this was amazing. I remember Invincible was just being so fun. I just couldn't get my hands on it. I remember reading them a lot, but just not be able to get my hands and collecting them steadily, you know?
Yeah. Well said, guys. All right. This was Shaker number 5, Invincible number 2 from Image back in 2003. A raw near mint coming in at $600. So like the guys are saying, the early issues are seeing explosive demand. Before we keep moving, we are halfway there. So make sure, if you haven't already, please sub the channel. Cover Price has content all week long. Really good stuff. So make sure you guys are watching and subscribing to the channel, subscribing to Cover Price itself. Really good resource. And yeah, give the show a thumbs up, leave a comment afterwards. We read everything. The guys and I are pretty good about that. We go through, we read all your comments, and we appreciate it. So thank you guys for spending your Thursday night with us. All right. Gabe, what do we have for Shaker number 6?
All right, number 6. The Last Shadowhawk, number 1. Jim Valentino and McFarland Gold Foil Virgin from Image Comics in 2022. If you collected Image Comics in the 90s, you probably remember Shadowhawk. Yes, I do. Back in Youngblood number 2, a small insert teased the new series and introduced Jim Valentino's armored nighttime vigilante. For those big on appearances, some still argue that Shadowhawk's first true appearance was Malibu Sun number 16. Shadowhawk, this is going to get interesting. Shadowhawk was an early Image launch title that tackled modern day issues like AIDS and racism. and he is widely regarded as the first mainstream superhero depicted as having AIDS. The character has remained beloved among diehard Image and Valentino fans. Flash forward to 2022, when Image returned to the character with The Last Shadowhawk, a violent, legacy-driven story in which a terminally ill Shadowhawk embarks on a final mission that forces him to confront both his past and the enemies created by his own crusade. With 19 covers produced for this release, one was never solicited, advertised, or acknowledged by Image.
Wow.
This gold foil variant features Valentino's earliest yet never produced Shadowhawk design, also shared with the 1 in 1000 silver foil, inked by Todd McFarland, and was referenced only by Valentino in a handful of short interviews around the time of release. The print run is rumored to be around 100 copies, with about 30 of them signed by Valentino and kept for family and close friends. The rest were unsigned. This book is not listed on the CGC census and has only surfaced through a few eBay sales over the last several years. Recently, one of the unsigned copies appeared on eBay and sold for a record $612 raw, setting a new high for this already elusive variant. So yeah, if you thought you had every Shadowhawk key completist box checked, turns out there's a gold foiled unicorn out there that very few in the hobby ever knew existed. So happy hunting. And there's a note here. For those big on appearances, we were talking about that. Yeah, how Malibu Sun 16 is quote unquote the first appearance of Shadowhawk, even though I don't count catalogs as being first appearances. But yeah,
I don't really either. I've thought about it a lot. And I don't even know what to say to this game. That's insane. You're saying there's 100 roughly copies that were made, 30 Valentino kept himself, right? So this is like really a ghost that completionists will probably just want to lose sleep over.
Yeah. How many people though have the opportunity to grab one of these? Not that many, just like you were saying, Laura. And so this is kind of cool that these are out there just to see something like this. I mean, yeah, we're going to see these strange or obscure sort of books that kind of make you think, "Ooh, wow!" Especially if you're a completist too. And you see something like this, oh man, I feel for you. Good luck and happy hunting.
612 seems reasonable though, right? It's kind of fitting for a book that people barely even knew it existed.
Well, that's what makes it interesting. Is like how many people really care about Shadowhawk to drop $612 for something like this, or even more, probably now. Like more
obviously there is.
Right. That's what's kind of interesting. Is just like Shadowhawk only had like, God, I think the first series. It's an interesting like publishing schedule. Like the first series had like 3 issues, the second series had like 3 issues, and then there was like, and then 15 years later, something like that. More.
Did the first one was like a black cover that was kind of like a raised embalmed front black cover or something?
Yeah, it's all black. Like think of this cover, but all black besides his helmet. That was kind of like the cool chromium stuff they used to do in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is, and I want to go back. I want to go back and read Shadowhawk. I have a bunch of it in my long boxes somewhere. But yeah, he was just a dude with AIDS that was going around punching people in the back and breaking their backs and stuff. It was great.
Sounds good. I'd read it. I mean,
and then it was controversial. There's another cover where
it sounds like a really angry guy that's really pretty pissed because of that.
There's another cover. I think it's Shadowhawk 2, the second series, number 1. I might be wrong. I'm forgetting, but it's you open it sideways, and it's him taking his helmet off, and it's controversially revealed that it's a black dude too. So
interesting. Wow.
This is a under the radar Image book that if you know kind of thing, right? Like nobody talks about it now because Jim Valentino doesn't do any work anymore. this is just one of those those fun 90s books. Or, hey, here's a black dude with AIDS punching people and breaking their backs. So
yeah, okay, yeah. And it definitely, I mean, this takes the crown for rarity. Again, a lot of people didn't even know this existed, and there's so few of them out there. So yeah, collect what you love. That's what Gabe's always saying, right?
I'm gonna find one of
Shaker
those
number
ones that's signed. Like, let's see. I know it's family that has them, but imagine one of those popping up.
Oh man, they're probably like in a vault somewhere. They're never going to see him for like another 20 years.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over how Gabe kind of summarizes the Shadowhawk as a,
his synopsis is fantastic.
A pissed off guy with AIDS that's going around breaking people's back.
Yeah, that's like he's like jumping drug dealers and like, oh, you're selling crack? I'm breaking your back. Like, one of those kinds of things.
I'm telling you, man, Gabe is in rare form tonight, Laura. Form.
Is it rare form? I feel like this is just Gabe. I think this is what we
right.
The last Shadowhawk #1, the Valentino and McFarland gold foil version from Image in 2022, raw near mint, coming in at an all-time high of $612. All right, Marty, what do we have for 7?
Oh, I gotta get my composure real quick.
Right?
I gotta follow that one up.
Right?
Yeah,
how do you follow that? Number 7 shaker, Red Hood Outlaw number 33, DC 2019. Artist Cully Hammer drew the cover for 3 consecutive issues of Red Hood Outlaw, starting with issue number 33 in 2019. Featuring a dapper version of Red Hood, aka Jason Todd, the cover provides a glimpse into 2019 storyline in which the Red Hood has taken over the Penguin's Iceberg Lounge. The Prince of Gotham storyline was a notable shift in character for the Red Hood at the time as he stepped into the spotlight. With Penguin still going strong at DC, this could be tied to some speculation. Interestingly enough, the first sale of this book, cover price tracked in 2022, sold for $10. Since then, several copies have been purchased for an average of $3. That was until this year when a near mint raw copy sold for $34, marking a new high. The most recent sale, $50 for a near mint raw, marks the new high. Interesting. So, I'd love to see aka Red Hood, aka Jason Todd, something in the Penguin maybe coming up in the future. I mean, we're going to see many characters, but it's just a matter of which character are they actually going to bring to life in that type of, I guess, rendition of what we're going to see with the Penguin, Gotham, and all of that, So this is interesting. I like to see where this goes.
I'm with you. A suave Jason Todd. I'm all for
Right?
it. And I think that, with a book that you had selling between $3 to $10, seeing a jump to 34 and then to 50, that's a pretty big shift.
Read the tea leaves, I say. I mean, you're going to see, you're going to keep seeing this jump up a little bit more. I wouldn't say we're going to see more of this. We're going to see this on the list again in the future. I just mark my words, so I'm sure we will.
He looks good. What do you think, Gabe?
I don't know why this is a $50 book.
I mean, people are. It kind of comes off of the Penguin being spotlighted again in current DC stuff. So I'm not surprised that collectors are circling back to this.
I'm not connecting the dots. That's interesting. I wonder why, but $50 is a good sell for this book, man. Congrats to the seller. Like, I'm sure that person was like, "Sweet, $50 for this. Let's go." I just don't see it. It's not like a short ordered book. It's not like a popular storyline. Like, this is just ringing a lot of bells for me. I'm wondering what's going on. It's so strange.
You probably still could find this in back issue bins if you're willing to dig around a little bit. I'm sure
I'm sure people have this in their I'm sure people have this in their collection and don't realize it. Like they were reading Red Hood at the time, and it's like, oh, here's just a number 33, whatever, cool, let's go. And now it's a $50 book. Very unusual.
Yeah, I think it just people like when you see a character arc or a villain popping up, people start paying attention to that. And I think Jason Todd in particular already kind of has that strong fan base, so that when you see something like this have potential, they just jump all over it. But again, I'm with Gabe in the sense that I think you could still find this out and about. I don't
You
think
know, Red Hood, Jason Todd is a very interesting character too. I mean, going from when he, Batman's sidekick, and then going to becoming the Red Hood and everything that leads into it. He's an interesting character. I could see why they would use this character in any type of upcoming Penguin, though.
Oh yeah, I would love to see him in an upcoming movie or something like that. It'd be really cool because, like you said, he has such an interesting story. He was a Robin, and then they kind of retconned it for a little bit and made him like a street thief who stole the hubcaps off of the Batmobile. I don't know why the Batmobile has hubcaps, and I don't know why some punk kid was able to steal them. And he was just a hated character, and then they kill him in that Death in the Family where people had to pay money to call a hotline. This is back in the day. We had to, use a phone and pay to make a vote on whether they should kill him or not. And he was dead for the longest time until Hush came out, but it wasn't even the real Red Jason Todd. It was just Clayface. And then, boom, Judd Winnick comes out and brings him back. And he's just this tortured character who just adds to the trauma of being a part of the Bat family. Yeah.
And he's my least favorite, my least favorite Robin. I just thought that he was just a whiny, spoiled brat, and honestly thought that, I'd rather have seen him. I'm glad they didn't keep him as Robin. And rather have seen him do a different role like the Red Hood. But it's interesting how they decided to keep him still in there, though,
All right, guys. Ant just walked in, and Red Hood's like his favorite, so he wants to weigh in real quick. Go ahead.
I really like this run, though, but you said Jason Todd wasn't your favorite Robin?
No.
What's funny is that he's way better at Red Hood than Robin, for sure, hence the kill-off.
Right.
This read was like super interesting, and then they got really weird with like his setup, like him shooting the Penguin. If you haven't read this, shooting him in the face, Batman going insane about it. Like, there's a definitely it digs into like family trauma.
Right. Absolutely. And what certain parenting styles can really do, how they mess up their children too.
Which is weird because that Batman loves him, but at the same time that's not his favorite kid either.
No, it's not. And some, in some circles too, he is, that is his son by blood with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, right? And so you have that history there as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like how Jason Todd is also like the Dark Phoenix of the DC universe, or even like the Elektra of the DC universe, where the best story revolving around them is dying and coming back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Ant walked in. He's like, Red Hood. I'm like, oh gosh, we peaches into
it's an interesting take you have there, Ant, because you're really diving into the psyche of the character, and what better character to see in the Penguin series, right? Than a character like this, because the way they portray these characters in them, it's very gritty. It's very like what you said, Laura, like very mobster feel to it, right? And so I can absolutely see this character really really coming to life.
Yeah, he's so interesting after he dies. Like that brutal way he was murdered by the Joker is so brutal and nasty that it's very chilling. Like, it's still one of the gnarliest things to see in the Batman comic. But then like his kind of rise and coming back and having to be alive, and the Joker's still alive, and that kind of dichotomy of like, why is he still alive? He killed me, and just the hurt and pain and guilt that
scene still makes me upset watching that between them.
Isn't it like a part of the lore of the Lazarus Pit that like not everybody mentally can also handle it? So he's a little unhinged. Like his threshold for right and wrong is a bit skewed, and that's not his fault either.
Interesting take, though. Interesting take, because
I'm telling you guys, he could go all night about.
To me, you're absolutely. I'll get off.
I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
The black sheep of the Bat family. He uses guns.
Ant's been a DC fan before it was trendy, like Ant's than all about DC. Since anyway, Shaker number 7, Red Hood Outlaw number 33. This is DC 2019, a raw near mint, coming in at $50. Again, guys, if you were just tuning in, this is definitely worth keeping an eye out for in those dollar bins. Although I have a feeling people are going to start snatching them up. What do we have for Shaker number 8, Gabe?
Number 8, another interesting title of this book here with spicy mystery stories. Number 2. From Culture Publications in 1935. This week, we go way back to 1935, where the comic book scene was still in its infancy. During the Great Depression, many were unemployed with next to nothing left to spend on leisure activities or reading materials. Publishers also faced severe hardships and the stark reality that high printing costs could make publication unaffordable. Thus, pulp, which is just cheap wood paper, was the most affordable way, and Culture Productions did just that. Recently, Heritage Auctions launched a pulp magazine signature auction where this CGC 9.6 copy of Spicy Mysteries #1 sold for an all-time high of $176,000. Writer Robert Leslie Bellum and interior artist H.L. Parkhurst were both at the helm of this project, and it's quite remarkable that a copy of this grade has survived for over 90 years. Granted, CGC does provide some leniency with pulps, as noted in the grader's notes, that state bindery tears on the front and back cover, which could have nixed a 9.6 grade for a regular comic, but nailed an almost perfect score for this platinum age gem. Lastly, hats off to the artist H.J. Ward and his wife Viola Conley, who became the principal model for this cover and the rest of the pulps he created during his short-lived career.
That is so cool.
I love that.
That is so freaking cool, man. To own a piece of history, 1935, right? At a 9.6 at that.
It's remarkable.
Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 1935. We talked about this, Gabe. What was going around this era? You know, I mean, jeez. Amazing. So much history to this.
Yeah, it's another example of like, how does something like this that's not supposed to survive, and how cool it is that these are glimpses of that time, because a woman like this, dressed like that on the cover of a book, had to have been like, whoa, like, calm down here, everybody. What are we doing with this? Yeah. And it's a horror magazine. It's pulp. It's on that really like crappy kind of paper.
Yep.
But wow, this is just one of those things where it's interesting in comic books to just see survive. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely remarkable. I could just sit there and stare at this all day long. It's not any surprise why collectors chase these, because I get CGC's leniency for pulps like these too, because they weren't made and designed for longevity. So the fact that it survived this long is just, like I said earlier, remarkable.
Magical. It's magical, Laura.
It belongs in a museum, Marty. We should put this in the museum and hang it up so everybody can go and take a look.
This is a way back.
I think so. Put it right next to the Mona Lisa in the Louvre, right there.
Exactly. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Put it right next to that torture book we talked about earlier.
Right?
In the 1930s.
Jeez, man. Imagine that. But I mean, it's interesting. $156,000 though. That's wow. You know? I mean, I'm not saying that someone overpaid for this, but I'm saying that it's a huge amount of money here.
They recognize the significance of it for sure.
Yeah. And by no means it's just a lot of money. You know.
I think it's money well spent, man. This is again absolute museum material here. This is really cool. If you had the money, I would spend it on this in a heartbeat. So.
Right.
Figure number 8. Spicy Mystery Stories #2, Culture Publications, 1935, a 9.6, coming in at $156,000. All right, Gabe, what do we have for 9? Or I'm sorry, Marty, 9.
Man, you're
Yes.
you gaslighting everybody tonight, dear.
There's just
See-
two of
see-
you too, and I keep messing it up. Ugh.
Yeah, right. Okay. Transformers #71, direct edition, Marvel 1990. Transformers fandom is booming currently, but back in the early 90s, things weren't going as well, at least not for Transformers comics. Late issues in the run, which concluded at 80, are seeing quite the premium on the aftermarket due to scarcity. These books are tougher to find, but love to shake the market when they hit. This issue was a major one for collectors as Autobots surrendered to Decepticons. Optimus Prime kneeling to Megatron elicits a visceral response for some fans, while others opt to secure it for their PC. Recently, a CGC 9.8 hit the market and sold for a whopping $449, beating the previous high of $410 back in 2023, and firmly rising from the high sale of $368 earlier this year. Increasingly, for a scarce book, there are 43 CGC 9.8 copies on the census. Raw copies are all over, with sales from $3 all the way up to $78, with pretty frequent sales. It's fairly available with this dark black and purple cover. It's tougher to get in a mint grade. For those who have to have it graded, be ready to pay up for a secure copy. I mean, this I really enjoy this copy. I love how this cover looks. Interesting that what did they say? 43 on the CGC census, and you can buy raw copies still at an amount of $3 and up to $78. So I say, me personally, I'd take my chances on buying a raw and getting it pressed and slabbing it yourself. You could probably do that cheaper than spending for what the premium's going for, around close to $450, $500, honestly, especially from a book like this.
Yeah, getting a clean one though, for clean enough for a 9.8, that'd be pretty tough. And Gabe, I remember you talking about the early 90s, how the comic sales were just a little bit tough. Oh, Gabe, you're muted.
Yeah, especially for something like this, where it's late in the run, people kind of already gotten. I'm not going to say tired of Transformers, but the fan base has already grown up at this point. You know, Transformers Jersey came out like in 85, 86.
Yeah.
So all those like 6-year-olds, 10-year-olds at the time that loved Transformers were like, you know, kind of outgrown that storyline or that franchise and kind of moved on to other things in comics. But SF's making a comeback, and it's really interesting to see something like this that you could probably still find in a back issue bin, like a $5 bin, like just kind of an unforgotten item that there's no first appearances, there's no significant other than like a really cool storyline.
Well, you got Optimus kneeling to Megatron. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting storyline. It's not like it's not those ones that has like the Jim Lee covers on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But man,
I agree with you, Gabe.
84. Thank you, Liger. I was close. Yeah, 84 is in Transformers.
84. I remember as a kid, as this came out. I mean, even then, it was cool then. You're just like what you said, Gabe, like 10 years old, kids around 12 years old. These were cool. I remember talking about this on the bus going to school, right? With your friends and stuff. And, but yeah, I like I said, I would take my chances back issue bin. If you really want to get a high grade, and then I'd recommend getting it pressed and sent in. But yeah, I agree with you, Gabe.
Dude, and that 86 movie, that Transformers animated movie from 1986, that thing still holds up. That's still an awesome movie, dude. It's so cool. Cool soundtrack. Ruined everybody's childhood when Optimus Prime died. all in an effort to just phase out the toys and bring in the next wave of toys.
I know.
And that blew up in their face.
Yeah.
All right, that was number 9, guys. Transformers, number 71, the direct edition from Marvel 1990. Top sale, 9.8, $449. We have one shaker left, and Gabe's going to show us what's shaking on the aftermarket right after that, so don't go anywhere. All right, last but not least, what we have for shaker number 10. Ooh.
All right, last one for the day. Shaker number 10 is Weird Tales, Volume 22, number 4, from Popular Fiction in 1933. We're seeing some 1930s comics showing up this week.
Right.
Weird Tales, Volume 22, number 4, features one of the most enduring covers of any pulp magazine. Cover artist Margaret Burden's iconic figure of the scantily clad Batgirl is arguably the most sought after and famous of all pulp covers. Her cover was a force to reckon with when it came to pulp covers from the Weird Tales series of pulps. Her sensational and fantastical figures captured the imaginations of readers and no doubt were controversial for their time. It was not too long ago that pulps were not considered that valuable, and collectors overlooked them. It was during the global pandemic that collectors started to take notice of pulps, and as their popularity began to soar, so did their prices. Many of the more iconic covers continue to break sales records, with issues from 1933, number 10, leading the charge. This past week, we saw a fabulous high-grade CGC 9.2 copy reach $105,000. It will be interesting to see where the pulp market is headed into the new year.
So
wow.
Cool. This is so cool. I can't speak enough of these old pulp comics, you know, these obscurities, these different type of niche collecting, man. This is so cool. I love what's going on with this.
Her work is incredible. Like you guys know that I got into comics just by collecting covers, but her work is so provocative. It's so far ahead of its time. So I'm not surprised to see this demanding a premium now. It's held the test of time and it's earned it. Very, very beautiful. Beautiful book.
Wow. I love the green cover. I really do.
I know, right? Everything about this is just so well done. I can see this as a modern book now. So we're talking almost 100 years later. This book still holds up.
Oh my God.
I don't know how she's doing that with her arms. I don't know if I can do that.
Okay. Right when Liger said that, I'm like in the background here trying to do it too. I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not that hard.
We can do it. We can do it. That was Shaker number 10, guide Weird Tales Volume 22, number 4, Popular Fiction 1933, 9.2, coming in at $105. All right, Marty, I gotta see it. Show me the pose.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
No, wait, it's just like
by
she's
your
like
cheek.
covering her armpit. Like
wait a minute.
Lady.
It's like that way. Yeah. Something like that. Wait a minute. Right.
Oliver hasn't moved the entire show. Just saying. Literally hasn't moved. All right, Gabe, are you ready to show us?
He's out. He's out. They had a really good dinner, you know, and they had some dessert afterwards, and now they're out.
So funny. His leg has not moved. Fantastic. Marty grabbing his boobs is out of line.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. My shoulders hurt just trying to do that.
Yeah, it's a weird position.
Right? It is a weird position.
It's like way high up, like her elbows are up.
What made her go for that? What was like, that's the pose that I want to go with.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy town. But anyways, let's take a look at what's shaking, everybody. Let's see what we got going on here.
Shake. So, come on, where is the shaker song? Shake, Sonora.
My assets anymore.
I'm still gonna sing that one. I've been singing that from the beginning, right?
We need to bring that. Yeah, we need to bring that back. I'll try to get that for next week.
We'll see.
Sorry, go
man.
ahead.
That's a copyrighted song like nothing else, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We get in
Unless I
trouble.
sing like, if I sing 30 seconds of it, I mean, you're good, right?
But you singing is not a problem, but if we use the actual audio, that's where you
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get in trouble.
yeah.
So I'm just
Well,
going to
maybe
keep
like that
singing
first
it then.
part, like that first 3 seconds, I think might be okay. I don't know how it works, but either way. So here's some of the crazy shakers this week. Loving this top row already with Ninja Turtles #1, 9-2 going for $12,600.
I have that book.
You have a first print?
I do. Yeah.
You do?
I know where
Wow.
you live, Laura.
Ant's gonna say it's his, but I don't know where it's at. When he comes
I
back in, I'll
know
have
where
him grab
you
it.
live.
That's so cool.
That's an
That
That
important
is so
book.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
such an important book more than anything else, really. Such an important book. Started off that black and white craze.
Yeah.
I think ours is
almost
an
like a
8 size,
magazine
though.
size, too, right, Laura?
Yeah, it's large. It's large.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really weird size that like it's not
Where is it?
magazine, it's more than a comic, it's wider.
Yeah.
It's such a strange like I don't think they ever use that size paper again or whatever. But first appearance of the Ninja Turtles, man. Shredder, Splinter, just God. I mean, we're talking about Transformers coming out in
gonna look for it. Hold on.
1984. Ninja Turtles is another huge impact on my
Mhm.
childhood. Loved
Right.
the Ninja Turtles, still do to this day. My first comic book was a Ninja Turtles #1, but it was the 5th print. That was my first
5th
comic
print.
book. Yeah.
Wow. That's still a low number, though. A lot of, I mean, like I used to say, like people still play good premium for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th prints, you know?
Yeah, but the 5th print is like a different cover. Like the 2nd print, 3rd print, it's still this iconic cover. The 5th print's like this really cool red cover. It's a
Right.
whole different scheme and everything. It's great.
I'll find it. I have it. I think ours is an 8 or an 8.5, if I recall correctly.
Man, I know where you live, Laura.
Well,
Okay,
I'll feed
what we
you.
got going on here? Hulk 181, always good to see that. Punisher, Giant Size X-Men, 9.2 for 4,000. That still seems kind of low. That book is underappreciated. That's not getting the prices it deserves, I think. Amazing
I'm
Spider-Man
okay.
#2.
I'm okay with that, man. That gets me closer to owning that.
Yeah, that's a fairly reasonable price for a 9.2, I think.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man #2. It's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's trying to buy all the first appearance of the Sinister Six characters,
Yes.
and he asked me which one I thought was going to be the most expensive one. I told him #2. #2 is the most expensive first appearance of a Spider-Man rogue character, I think, because it's like the 3rd appearance of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but there's also ASM number 15, I think.
Green Goblin.
For Green Goblin too,
Yeah.
and first appearance of the Sinister Six is annual #1. So
That's
you'll
the
have
one. But this is #2. I've looked it up before, so when I was talking to him, so yeah, #2 is the one. It's a vulture. It's a character that's not that popular. You don't see him around too much.
yeah.
But that's the book. We got a trailer today.
Yes, we
Supergirl.
did.
So
Not.
252 is going to be blowing up.
I'm not a. I love that it's coming out, but I'm not a big fan of who is it? Miley
Millie
Ascot.
Alcott.
Yeah,
Millie
well,
Alcott,
Miley Ascot. I'm not a big fan.
The trailer was interesting. Everybody's going
It
nuts
was.
over it. I'm like, okay.
No,
I was hoping for a little bit more
it's,
Lobo. Maybe
I'm-
next trailer we get some Lobo action.
yeah. That's what's good about it. I think is being able to see Lobo in there.
God.
What happened to Crypto? Looked like Crypto got hurt. Poor guy.
Poor little doggy. I love this horrific cover. This guy taking a gunshot to the forehead. That's awesome.
It's very Greg Land.
Bone #1, man. That's what a
Oh wow, yeah.
seeing that for almost $3,000 is very interesting.
Jeez.
Yeah. Daredevil #1. That's like the cheapest Silver Age first appearance book. It seems like. Oh, like the #1.
Not
that's like the last one.
that was like for a Daredevil #1, a lot of people were after that for quite some time, man. And to have something like this in a really good copy was hard. So 2000 at a 4.5, I could see that. It definitely.
That's doable. Like if I had $3,000, I'd get a 4 or 5.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's great. It's cool Jack Kirby cover,
Mhm.
Bill Everett interior arts and stuff. You know, it's great.
Yeah. And Daredevil's an amazing character too. He's always been a good crossover character and a standalone character.
I'm almost offended that they're giving him a blind bag. Seems mean. I don't know.
That's no pun intended, right? That's so bad, dude. It wasn't a thing until you made it a thing, right?
Kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah.
You got some X-Men stuff hitting the list. Look at this. You got X-Men first appearance of is it the first appearance of Havoc? Nothing's listed on here. I thought that was the first Havoc, 97. But you got 97 on here. You got 98, 99, all in 9/8. You know, pushing $3,000, a little over $2,000 each. You know, read the tea leaves, something going on. We know X-Men's coming up sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean X-Men new season for X-Men 97 should be dropping soon this next year. I mean,
yeah, and then you know they're gonna do a movie of it eventually as well.
Yeah, of course.
What about this 9/8?
Just such a difficult. Me personally, X-Men having such multiple characters is so difficult for a lot of these directors to do for some reason.
We were talking about with Anthony yesterday, with just team books. It's the same as a team book, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to juggle characters. It ends up turning into a story about whoever your two favorite characters are, the directors or the writers that they can do, right? It's hard to juggle that many characters and give them all like a fair, adequate amount of screen time. And I'm sure you got to juggle actor schedule, like Stranger Things, right? You know, they always break they always break the kids up into groups, right? They're never together for the whole series. It's always like 2 here, 3 here, a group here. You kind of follow them around and stuff like that. So it's hard to write team books. It's hard to keep all that together.
It so is, man.
Yeah.
It so is, man. And not just writing them and trying to portray them, man. Because you have to break it down into, you know, screen and, you know, what's the narrative? What's the premise you're trying to create here for the viewers or the readers?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a writer, so yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 300, 9/8, $2,000, a little over $2,000. That seems, is that coming down? Is that dropping hard?
It's
let me click on it and take a look, because that seems like that used to be like a big book. Like 2,000.
It is. I think it still is, man.
But I swear this was like a $4,000 book at one time or something crazy.
Good night, Todd. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Peace. I would love a 300. I haven't had one in a long time.
Mine is a low grade. I think like a 7.0.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And that's not pressed.
all-time sell.
25,000.
Oh, that's a 99 though. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But still, that's a lot. That's
yeah.
I don't know. Interesting. Either way, let's keep looking at some cool books. Another X-Men 96 now. Like this has been like a whole run somebody put up for sale. 9/8. This is the first. This is first Moira McTaggart. Yeah, first Moira McTaggart. World's finest comics. I love these. I love these silly 1950s Batman, Superman team ups and stuff.
I know it was so cheesy back then, man. They ran around the daylight, you know, just running around.
Yeah,
Adam West style.
I love it. I love it. I love this old Captain America too, number 23.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's rad.
Remember the classic him punching Hitler. That's a huge one too.
Oh yeah,
I wonder if that one's on here.
Yeah. What is it? He's punching a guy that has like a swastika brand. I don't know if he's trying to brand this lady with the swastika, but this is a crazy cover. And the Human Torch is in this issue.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is wild stuff.
I just think of Anthony with the trades. He's such a fan of those old school trades.
Yeah. We were talking about that last week.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
He brings it up whenever we see books like that.
HR Puffin stuff. That's right up Marty's
Puffin
alley,
stuff,
right?
yeah.
You were watching that, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
That was like Sesame Street on acid.
So, dude, it used to freak me out, dude. I don't know. You know how people have that fear of clowns? I used to have that fear of Puffin stuff, man.
I don't blame you. That looks terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I always see like clips and I've seen like images of it from back in the day and stuff. It's just
like, can you imagine like tripping on that, then like having a phobia against them and then tripping on something like that and watching his show? Oh man, you probably have a stroke or something, dude.
Yeah, that's wild stuff.
The Nabisco mail away Wolverine is tough.
Yeah,
I love that Fantastic Four Hulking thing.
Well, this Nabisco one's great because that's so hard to find. It was a mail away, and how often, and then 9.8 or that's a 9.0, sorry, for $1,100. I wonder if you got any cookies along with that when you mail it away. Like, here's a comic book and some chip away. Yeah. That Hulk, the Fantastic Four 112. That's a hard book, man. That's an all black cover.
It is, man. I love that cover, man. Just to see those two Goliaths, just going at it. Yep. Of course, the Hulk will pulverize him and turn into sand. But honestly, it's just a cool cover to see. Yeah.
And this is like the third or fourth time they fought too. Like this
plenty.
isn't the first time. They fight all the time.
Hulk's always fighting somebody, man. I don't think there's no one he hasn't fought, though,
And the thing is just that character that just, he won't back down. He won't back down to fight. Even if he knows like the Hulk's going to take him out, he's still there.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing 37. I love this. I would love a John Constantine.
I do have that. I have a copy of that, man.
Because I would really like to get that.
Love John Constantine. Yeah.
I would love to get that whole Alan Moore Swamp Thing run.
Mm-hmm.
That's the book that's like preventing me from getting like a full run, because it's even raw. It's like a $300 book in near mint or something.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's still.
I'm so lucky to have that, man.
Yeah, and I don't get it because I've never seen John Constantine as being that important of a character where his first appearance is so.
He's so underrated in my personal view, man, because. Yeah. He is such a great character. He's around with so many of the Zatanna. He's around, with so many of those big lead characters as well. And I don't think he gets enough. I mean, he's on the magic side. He's on the. He's just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's cool, but he's not like how many people really know John Constantine who outside of like the world of comics or anything, It's not like, Jason Hood Red Robin or anything like that. Like, he's just such a kind of under the ground character. I mean, his series, his Hellblazer series, it went for like 300 issues or something like that. And had some fantastic stories. And he had like that very short-lived TV show.
He did, and honestly, I don't know. I mean, I get it why they canceled it, but once again it goes back to if more people really just kind of looked at the character for what he was and just saw the potential in that, man. I think they would have kept it going, but unfortunately, I really enjoyed it, and it was getting so good too. That last season,
I love this Batman cover, this 222 with the the Beatles on the cover or something weird. I'm trying to pull it up.
I can't tell.
Because it's like they have the record that says, dead to proven alive. And I swore this is supposed to be like some kind of like weird like Beatle homage or something. But
oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is a Neil Adams cover too.
It looks like it.
Yeah. And that blue and gray Batman. I love that blue and gray Batman. That's always been like my Batman figure or color.
Yeah, I grew up reading that Batman, So that was the first Batman I remember. Not
Yeah,
the smiley 60 ones, you know?
Yeah, because that's the stuff I was kind of first reading too. Like the Death of Robin, like we were talking about. He was in the Blue and
The Death in the Family.
There, the Jim Apparel stuff during this time frame too. Yeah. Ultimate Fallout, $900 for a 9.8 now.
$900. That's gone down.
Oh, that thing really dropped, but let's see what happens. Chris swears that book is going to blow back up again once, you know.
I remember you saying that. I do. Chris, you're out there watching, man. I hope you get to feeling better, brother.
Yeah, dude, he's battling it, man. He's fighting a good fight. Check this out, Laura Torchy, blonde in a red dress here at the museum.
There you go, Laura. Where she left us?
Oh, is she gone?
There's your blonde in the red dress.
I love this cover. It's very nice. I love how all the she's so pretty that all the painters
they're all looking at her. They're all smiling. Yeah.
That's great.
So cool.
That's fun stuff.
What is that? 1950.
1950.
Sorry, my nose was still running like crazy. If I had to grab a tissue, that's beautiful.
You gotta go catch it.
Yeah, so bad. I'm like, ugh. Okay.
Fun comics. Look at that. Classic.
Yeah. Oh, I know, with the Spectre on the cover.
Yeah, yep. That's such a classic character,
these
man.
Are so hard to find. That first
1941 Spectre, yeah, dude. Did they do a rendition? Did they do? No, that was the Phantom. I think it was. No, not. Was it the Phantom? They did. Did they do a movie with the Spectre?
No, they did a Phantom movie.
Phantom,
which is awesome. That's still a fun movie. Spectre, they did a short like animated movie that was like 15, 20 minutes or something like that.
I think that was Spirit, the one I was thinking about.
Oh, that's Spirit. They
kind of yeah,
but there is a really
kind of remind me of the same thing.
I think it's on YouTube. It's not on HBO Max. I tried looking for it because I love that Spectre animated movie they did.
The Spectre, yeah,
it's fun. It's set in the 70s. It's so cool. It has this really cool 70s kind of aesthetic and beat and storyline to it. It's fun. This first Blade is super affordable. $840 for an 8. That's good. That's decent.
It's not bad.
That's decent. Yeah. Walking Dead, another Kirkman right there. First Black Cat. Mark Spears Monsters right there.
The Looking Down on You cover is $725 for a 9.8 of that. Vault of Horror is cool. The Alligator Pit.
So crazy.
That stuff's always crazy fun. More Mark Spears.
Yep, I have that one too.
What's this Boys Club? Wait, let me click on this. This is wild. What is this?
That's been on the list before, Gabe. We did that a long time ago.
It looks familiar. Okay, I knew I saw it from somewhere before.
That type of characters freak me out, man. I don't know what it is. But they do. It's just like they're so like you look at them, they're that's freaky, man.
Lanky, little weird cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Oh, what was it that God, what was that music video? Gorillaz. They did that Gorillaz music video when it was cartoons. You see the cartoon one?
Oh yeah, the Gorillaz. Yeah, Clint
yeah.
Clint
that cartoon freaks me the hell out, man. I'm serious. I can't watch it.
I love that stuff.
But I'm okay with heavy metal. You ever watched the heavy metal movie?
Yeah. I saw one
I love that
on TV on HBO, like when I was probably like 10 years old or something.
Yeah. I remember when Heavy Metal #1 magazine came out at the bookstore, and I remember getting that. My dad would not let me have it. I think I was what 10 or 11 or 12 years old or something like that. And I'm just like, Dad, I want that one, And he's like, no, but Dad, I love the movie. The movie was great. I want that. I want Heavy Metal #1. He ended up getting it for me anyways, but it was kind of cool. I remember that story.
The first cover is just like the robots fighting, isn't it?
There was the girl. I think it was the girl on that kind of like dragon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one that was the cover of the movie or the poster and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh no, I see it now. It's two robots fighting, but it's like a chick robot with giant robot boobies. So I can see how your dad's like, no, maybe not. All right. Evil Ernie #1. That's just one of those underground hits, man. That's still
yeah.
First appearance of Evil Ernie, first appearance of Lady Death.
That number 50, I own that, but that is such a hard cover to get clean.
Oh yeah.
It's that all red and black. It's so worn down too. It's really hard to get that in a good
every copy I ever see, I've seen some nice copies before, but you're right, Marty. I always see it's always beat, or it's always like a subscription crease for some reason. Like every copy I ever see, it always has that crease down the middle when it got sent through the mail. Here's a nice Christmas cover for everybody. This is Vault of Horror 35.
Very festive.
Christmas horror. Are you guys into Christmas horror? Like those movies with Christmas
wife or whoever that is.
They're so cool. I mean, me personally, I think what's the classic to watch during Christmas, right? A Christmas Story. You got,
I can't stand Christmas Story. I can't stand that movie, man.
You got all those, but there's also these type of sort of Christmas, and it's all horror. Either serial killer, thrasher, or some type of mythical creature within that era. I mean, these are cool.
Ghost Rider getting some love. That #1, $600 for 90 is not bad.
It stays, yeah. Look at that Wonder Woman bondage cover right there, number 68.
Oh, she's tied up to that buoy.
Yeah.
With the torpedo coming at her. Tell me that's not like,
that's subliminal, right? I mean,
yeah, they're trying to say something with this cover. Look at it. Look at that phallic image going right at her, huh? Yeah.
Oh,
right. Wow, look at that. That's so cool.
even the
she's tied up with her own rope too. Isn't that fucked up?
That's funny. Even the image that CovrPrice has on here is all beat up too. And I don't mind that on older books like that. Like seeing it kind of wear it and love. Yeah. Like I'm all for it. That J. Scott Campbell 601 is awesome.
That's always been a big seller right there.
Another X-Men 9/8. The first Hellfire Club here. Or no, Jean Grey becomes the Dark Phoenix. I thought it was the first Hellfire Club. All right, whatever.
Get my numbers mixed first up. Yeah. First Scorpion right there. Amazing Spider-Man.
With his pajama outfit. I love
it. Right, pajama outfit. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I remember when it was these so cheesy back then. It was so cool, first appearances. I have that Silver Surfer #4. I have that cover. I need to get it graded because I have a really good copy of that too.
Yeah, I love that cover.
Classic.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful, beautiful cover right there.
I like this Super World book. Look at this thing. These people going off into space. Another like pulp magazine, probably. Yeah.
1940
publications.
Look at that. That is so cool too. They're going upwards.
I don't know, did I kidnapping this person or what? But you can win big prizes with this book.
Love it. I have that one. First Poison Ivy.
Oh, you have that one?
That one, I have that one. I don't have that Iron Fist First Sabretooth though.
There's that Akira cover for Absolute Batman that everybody was going.
Yeah, I remember when that first came out.
$536 for that still.
Wow.
Last Ronin #1.
Last Ronin #1, yeah.
$500.
God, I remember when that first came out too.
Yeah,
I think I have that too. Actually,
I still have a couple copies of that Last Ronin. That was like one of those books that just like nobody ordered.
It did.
It was just like because it's like a weird magazine size. So if I remember right, IDW went with just the initial orders and not exactly the FOC orders. So a lot of people got shorted on their copies of that last Ronin. Like people order like, you know, a store would order like 20 copies and they'd get like 5. Like it was really scarce.
I have that Star Wars Clone Wars, that one, the regular cover.
The first
I like the variant cover better, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that variant cover is cool. They're on the speedsters, like racing through or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that cover better.
Here's a blonde in a red bikini, Laura, fighting Medusa.
Blonde in a red dress.
It counts. That counts.
It counts. There was one earlier. You missed it.
Long boxes of this stuff. I should have showed you, Gabe, when you were here. My blonde in a red dress collection.
Next time, they got her hair.
Like,
Medusa.
This is strange. Like, look at this robot just like running through.
The Silver Surfer in the background next to Medusa.
Yeah.
You got Laura, Medusa, and Silver Surfer.
They got her pinned down by her ankles, her wrist, and her hair is nailed down to the table.
She's not moving.
That's brutal.
I don't have to worry about that.
What is that one right there? Fantastic Four #6. What?
1 in 1,000 variant?
What is it? 1 in 1,000?
Leslie Lyrics Lee special?
Huh. Wow. Okay. Beautiful cover though.
$500 for that raw.
Wow. Interesting.
Impressive.
X-Men 94. Yep.
94. That's the start of the run there, the Chris Claremont run.
What's that going for now? 400 something?
That's a 7-0 for 480. Not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. First appearance of the team in new titles. Second Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, Thunderbird. That's not the third appearance of Wolverine. What's going on here? It's like the 5th appearance of Wolverine. Either way. Oh,
here's that heavy metal. There's that heavy metal right there.
They heard us. They heard us talking about it.
Yeah. That's just talking 54. About it.
Number 54 for you, Marty. Go get it. 9/2, $475.
I probably have it. I don't know. I have to go check my collection right there.
That's awesome.
Love that cover.
Black Suit Spidey. First Cable. I love that.
Always, yeah. Secret Wars #8. Yeah, that's always going to be something on there.
That's one of those books that should be in everybody's collection, I think. Like that's, not a 9.8 at $400, but like a nice raw copy. Like that should be in everybody's collection.
You know, here's the thing. That's been such a key book for a very, very long time, but it wasn't something that was really that price too. We didn't really start seeing prices go that high until a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was like the first back issue I bought, or like key issue or whatever. You know, I got it for like $20 at a convention. Yeah, way back in the day.
I think I got like 4 or 5 in my collection. You know, just because they were. You can find them in any back bin. Key book, but not really. You know.
Yeah.
Big deal.
You used to be able to get the whole run of Secret Wars for like nothing. And
exactly.
One that would be like priced up or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Another cool always number 8. Yeah. I love this Detective 398. It's great. Some classic stuff here. Oh, there's some of those that's that silver Amazing Spider-Man. Those
silver foil, yeah. But that they're always doing homage reprints, I guess. I don't know.
This is printed on it's just a silver slab. It's not a comic book. It's just a
okay.
With the image on it, and they're always 10s. Like I don't know why they grade them. It's literally just a piece of silver. There's no comic or anything to it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a piece of silver, the same size as a comic. I think maybe a little smaller, but it's just one sheet of silver with an image on. They did it for. I think there's like a Brave and Bold 55 like that too. There's a handful of them that they did.
Godzilla #1.
Yeah, that's a Herb Trimp book. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Godzilla, everybody loves
I love
Godzilla.
that. I have that number 33. I got mine signed by Stan.
Nice.
Because it's just a beautiful, beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite covers of the early series.
It's an amazing just story too. That's the one where the water tower order falls on. I mean, that's just kind of
right.
Like, I gotta save Aunt May. I gotta find the strength to stand up and get past this.
Yep. It was a huge trial for him in this book. And then it just kind of gave the reader like to look at you can overcome adversity. Just don't give up.
It's beautiful.
And at the end here, Demon #7, first appearance of what's that little witch boy's name? Clarion. That's right, Clarion the Witch Boy. 9.6 for 415. Something Killing the Children. That's still blowing up. $400 for 9.6. And a raw, amazing 16 on here. Daredevil and Spidey meet for the first time.
I have that one too.
Good book. Still a yellow costume Daredevil too.
Yep, yellow costume. First time they cross over.
Yeah. All right, and that's the Shakers, everybody. That's what's shaking.
Oh, I don't like when it ends. I get too into it. I'm thinking like, wait for the next part.
So no, you can always rewind this and just re-loop it and keep watching it, Laura. Just watching it and watching it.
We can just go page 2. We can keep going.
We'll just be here all night with you guys. All right. No, that was it for us until next week anyways. But before we go, Marty, final. Well, actually, no. We'll start with Gabe. Gabe.
Yes. Okay.
Final word. We'll end
thanks again, everybody, for showing up. Again, you could be anywhere in the world with your time. Thank you for spending it here with us on Thursdays. It's appreciated.
All right. And then last but not least, Marty.
Oh, man. It's always, I look forward to this. I really enjoy this. You know, it's not the same without Dr. Yo-Yo, but nevertheless, we hope you feel better, brother. Please get better. I know you're hanging on. You're a fighter. So may the comic gods and the spirit of our friend and our brother TiVo continue to bless your long boxes and fill them with silver, gold, bronze, all of the wonderful, wonderful books you get, stocking stuffers for this time of year. Excelsior.
Excelsior. Good way to end it. All right, guys, we'll be back next week. Have a nice weekend. Again, make sure you give the show a thumbs up. Show these guys some love in the comments. We read all of them, and we appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, and sub the channel, of course. Until next week. Peace out.
For the entire crew, this is Tebow saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.